ஆழ்வார் எம்பெருமானார் ஜீயர் திருவடிகளே சரணம். ஜீயர் திருவடிகளே சரணம்.
So this is a question about Purushakaram of thAyar. Detailed information is required. So let's see this one. Sri Mahalakshmi is the divine mother. Bhagavan is the divine father for all Atmas. They have this parental role. They take up the responsibility of mother and father. So usually we will see that in just a Laukika example, father will look out for the well-being of the child. He will be the one who executes whatever is required for the child, and he will get those done. And mother is the one who is looking out for the desire of the child. Whatever the child desires, mother will ensure that he gets that acquired and done. For example, if the child wants, let's say, a cycle, and he is really desiring to have it, he sometimes will go and ask father directly, or if he fears that father will refuse, he will go to the mother and ask mother to recommend his need or desire to the father. So mother will speak to the father and she will say, look, our child has been very good and he likes to ride a bicycle, and why don't you get it? Then father will sometimes say, no, he doesn't really ride it well. I have seen him falling down a few times with his friend's bicycle, so I cannot get it for him. Or father may say, I don't have the money right now, so I cannot get it. So there may be multiple reasons where father may refuse to accept. But then mother will slowly convince the father and ensure that the child gets the bicycle he likes to get. So this is the role of recommendation. This is what is called as Purushakaram in our Sampradayam. So here the connection between, bondage between mother and father is so close and intimate that father will accept mother's recommendation, and mother will also be having such confidence that she can convince the father. So it's a mutual relationship, mutual understanding, which makes this recommendation work. Similarly, in our Sampradayam, the role of thAyar, Sri Mahalakshmi, is explained to be Purushakaram when the Atma approaches Bhagavan for anything. But in our Sampradayam, it is mainly for moksham. And in that case, when the Atma approaches Bhagavan for moksham, Bhagavan will be angry and he will point out several shortcomings in the Atma, in the jIvAthma, saying, you have been engaged in samsaram too much. You have done a lot of sins, committed a lot of sins. So you have to go through the result of all of those. You cannot just get liberated just like that. So when Bhagavan refuses like that, the Atma doesn't have anywhere to go. So ideally, what the Atma will do is he will approach Bhagavan through Sri Mahalakshmi. When Atma approaches Bhagavan through Mahalakshmi, Mahalakshmi will argue in favor of the Atma with Bhagavan. she will go on and tell Bhagavan that, look, in this samsaram, everyone is running behind materialistic desires. This Atma has come to you. He wants to take shelter of you, and he wants to surrender unto you, and he wants to get liberated, be freed from this samsaram, and be engaged in eternal kainkarya. So you cannot just cite his past sins and push him away. That doesn't fit your true nature of having great compassion. At the time, Bhagavan will say, but I do have to abide by Shastram, where I've said those who commit sins, they will have to be punished, and those who do good deeds, they have to be rewarded. So I can only act according to Shastram. So this Atma has too many sins. How can I accept him and liberate him? So when Bhagavan asks that question, Sri Mahalakshmi says that if you only see the rules and regulations, that will fit your one aspect of being neutral and not being partial to anyone and so on. It is good. At the same time, he has come to surrender unto you, and if you don't accept his surrender, then your compassion will not live. You will lose your compassion. It will not be present in you anymore. So you think about this. Whoever comes to you and surrenders unto you, you eliminate their past sins and help them. But whoever is not doing that, they are focused on self and they are just going around materially enjoying and so on, you apply the rules and regulations of Shastram to them. This is how she argues, and Bhagavan will have no option to refuse in that case, because the argument is very sound. And Bhagavan finally accepts the Atma when the Atma comes with Sri Mahalakshmi's recommendation. So this is how Mahalakshmi's Purushakaram works. And the Purushakaram works because of three reasons. She has great compassion towards all Atmas. Being a mother, she is more compassionate and more merciful towards Atmas, even more than Bhagavan. Bhagavan is also naturally compassionate, but he is at times very firm in applying rules and regulations as well. So that is the first aspect. Sri Mahalakshmi, thAyar, is more compassionate and more merciful towards Atmas. On the other hand, she also has total dependence towards Bhagavan. Bhagavan knows that Mahalakshmi exists only for him, and she doesn't have any other refuge. So when such total surrender is there towards Bhagavan, then in that case, Bhagavan has no option to refuse to her. So that is an important aspect here. And finally, she has such good ability to talk and convince Bhagavan. Even in Sri Ramanam, Sri Rama says about Sita Pirati that she has very, very beautiful speech. Madhura Madhura Lapa. That is how he praises Sita Pirati. So, due to all of these reasons, it is certain that Sri Mahalakshmi's Purushakara recommendation will definitely work. So that is how this Purushakaram is explained by our Purvacharyas. So when Bhagavan is the Upayam, when Bhagavan is the one who is going to deliver the jIvAthma from samsaram to Paramapadam, Pirati remains as the Purushakara Bhuta, the one who recommends. Yes, usually the one who recommends cannot deliver, and the one who delivers will not recommend. Then there will be mismatch in roles and conflict of interest and so on. So Purushakaram is done by Virati, and execution, deliverance is done by Bhagavan, Sriman Narayana. Once the Atma reaches Paramapadam, once the Atma desires to serve Bhagavan, at that time Sri Mahalakshmi will assume the role of the divine consort of Bhagavan, and she will remain at par with Bhagavan in accepting the Kainkariam and in nurturing that Kainkariam also. So during Upayam stage, when Bhagavan is Upayam, she remains Purushakaram. When Bhagavan is Upayam, at that time she will also become part of Upayam, that is goal. So this is how Mahalakshmi's Purushakaratvam is explained by Purvacharyas.
ஆழ்வார் எம்பெருமானார் ஜீயர் திருவடிகளே சரணம். ஜீயர் திருவடிகளே சரணம்.
To learn such valuable information about our Sri Vaishnava Sampradaya, please download KOYIL, KOYIL app from Google Play Store or Apple App Store. Our website is koyil.org, KOYIL.org.